So how's it going, man?
Not bad, bro.
Not bad.
By the way,
That's good.
Unit 3 and 4.
Sorry, what's that?
By the way, I'm doing Unit 3 and 4.
Doing Unit 24? Yeah, that's fine. So what's your question? Do you have anything in particular you'd like me to have a look at for you?
Yeah. I'll send it into the website.
Into the website? How do you mean?
The picture of the question.
Oh yeah, sure. So you make a post on school, you're saying?
Yep.
Yeah, sure, man. Was this something that your teacher had just given you, or did it come from a book? Did it?
No, it came from a textbook.
Okay. Well, I do have a few textbooks, so maybe we could save a bit of time if you just remember where that was. Was it Cambridge or Jacaranda?
It was Nelson.
Nelson. Interesting. For Unit 3 and 4, it's Nelson. Hmm. Okay. I'll have a quick scan and see if I've got that. Doesn't look like it.
Did you get it?
Sorry?
Did you get the picture?
Refreshing it now. Yeah, okay, here we go. Line values A, B, and C for quadratic equals quadratic, but in completed square form. Okay, so fair enough. What did you try for this? Looks like there's a bit of red there. Was this on a test or something?
Oh no, I'm just doing it from the textbook. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, okay, well, fair enough. So what you have there is a quadratic in its polynomial form, and it is equated to a quadratic that it's in its completed square form. You able to identify the difference between the two things?
Yep.
Yep, cool. So just to get everything on the same page here, can you see the screen share that I have for my document camera? For the handwritten stuff?
Uh, One sec.
I've got two accounts. One of them's pointing at my book.
Oh, the paper one.
Yeah, the paper. That's the one. So
Yep.
I'll just go through it together here. Is it easy enough to see at that zoom level?
Yep.
Nice. Okay. So what we're saying is that these are equivalent. And so one of the things that I'd recommend here is because you can identify that the right hand side is a completed square version of the left hand side, then we should start by completing the square of the left hand side. Do you know how to do that?
Wait.
So we should start by completing the square for that left hand side, because what that'll do is it'll make both of the left hand side and the right hand side look identical. Then from there we can immediately know what A, B, and C are from that. So my question is, do you know how to complete the square of something like this?
Um, Kind of, but I kind
Kind
of
of?
forgot. Maybe you can go through it.
Yeah, absolutely. So what I'll do is I'll get up some notes on how we complete the square. Now, completing the square is one of those things where I find it's taught a little bit weirdly in schools. They'll usually teach you, and maybe you can let me know if this is true or not. They'll teach you to like halve the b term and do like x plus half of b squared. Yeah, all that. Forget it. It's complicated. It's a like multi-step process. Everyone gets it wrong. So if I just direct your attention to the screen share, what you see here is a generic way to convert from polynomial form directly to completed square form. You can basically think of this like another version of the quadratic formula. You're just figuring out what's A, what's B, what's C, and just plugging in there. You seen the right screen?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to identify what's our little a, what's our little b, what's our little c. So we can see that we got a equals 6, we got b equals negative 24, we got c equals 14. Is that fair to say?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. All we're going to do from here is plug it into our completed square form. So a is going to come out the front as a 6. We have our x. We have plus b over 2a, so plus negative 24 over 2 times 6. All that is squared. We got our plus c, which is plus 14. And we got our subtract b squared on 4a. So subtracting negative 24 squared, geez, that's a big one. Negative 24 squared on 4 times 6. Okay, that's somewhat awful, but I guess we'll work our way through it. So, okay, easiest thing to do would be to start at the front here. You got negative 24, 2 6s are 12, so that ends up being minus 2. And here's the complicated bit. So negative 24 squared, I mean, you could just go to the right-hand side here and just do 24 times 24 on a table and do it that way. Do you know how to do multiplications like this?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so if you already know that, then we'll just save a bit of time and get the CAS to help us out with that. 24 by 24 is 576. But would I recommend doing that? Yeah, I think that'll be fine. So I'm going to have 576 on that numerator. Oh, that should be a minus. And then 4 6 are 24. So how are you when it comes to simplifying fractions like that? Doable, but long, or do you have troubles with doing that? Doable? Okay. So I'll leave that as is. We'll just do the CAS once again to simplify that down a little bit. Yeah, actually it would have been even easier if I had just done the denominator, because then you would have seen 6 4s are 24, and then the 24s would cancel. That would make it even easier, actually. But okay, gonna have 6 bracket x minus 2 squared plus the 14, and then minus the 24 here, and then finally 6x minus 2 squared. What's the net result there? 10. Yeah, that looks good. So what we've just done is complete the square on the left-hand side. Now, let's not forget that that was equal to this thing that was up here. Right, that was equal to capital A bracket x plus b squared plus c. So based on what you're saying there, what do you think A, B, and C are going to be?
Yeah, for the A of 6 and C
Yep.
of... Oh, so you just complete the square.
Yeah, it's literally just completing the square.
Yeah, okay, yep. Let me quickly check the answer.
Yeah, go for it. So it should be capital A equals 6, C equals negative 10, and B would be negative 2 for that.
Yep, that's right.
That's the one. Nice. So does it make sense, the approach that we use, and I guess more importantly, why we do that?
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome, man.
Quickly screenshot this.
Yeah, this will all be recorded as well, so you can have screenshot, you can do, yeah, whatever makes sense for you. Obviously, it's only this one that you need to have a look at, but there'll be recordings for this if you want to see how it worked live.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it for that one then. Anything else in particular you want me to have a look at?
Can't think of any, to be honest.
Yeah, that's no worries. You can always make a post in school, pretty much any point. And then there's obviously these that I run every Friday. Although come Christmas time, there'll be a little bit of, I think, a 2-week break I'll be taking for the Q&As. So yeah, just shoot your question across school, and we'll get to it. Get to it whenever we get to it, as soon as we can.
I'll be prepared for the next lesson.
That's no worries, man. And I guess, yeah, just so you're aware, like you can sort of see in the chat, not a lot of people are joining right now. So if you do join, what you're basically getting is a free one-on-one session. So, so take advantage of it while it's there, because I can imagine when school starts to pick up again, a lot of people are going to be involved in the Q&A. There's going to be less one-on-one like it is like this.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll let you enjoy the rest of the day.
Yep, you too. See ya.
Take care, mate. Bye.